The 144,000 brides of Messiah must wear clean white garments. The bride must be pure of heart and belief. Before entering into set-apart wedlock, the bride must be mikvahed, or immersed in flowing water to be cleansed. The bride's test of obedience and purity is adherence to the Torah commandments. The Torah defines what is pure and what is impure. Without knowledge of the Torah, you cannot be a bride of Messiah. The Creator, Jehovah, declared all humanity must obey his Torah commands forever. Jehovah is steadfast. He does not change his mind. In the Bible, the Torah is likened to a marriage covenant between Jehovah and Israel. The Bible records the bride of Messiah is Israel. Gentiles are not Jehovah's chosen people, but must be grafted into Israel in order to enter Jehovah's kingdom with Yeshua Messiah. When Messiah rules the earth with a rod of iron, those males that do not attend the yearly feast of Sukkot in Jerusalem will be put to death. In Messiah's kingdom, you obey the Torah or you are dead. If we were obeying the Father's Torah commandments today, every male follower of Yeshua the Messiah would be attending the yearly feast of Sukkot in Jerusalem. Christianity replaced Jehovah's appointed times with Easter, Christmas, and the sun god Sabbath Sunday, which are pagan festivals. This is an abomination to Jehovah. Whose side do you want to be on when Messiah returns with a sword to slaughter his enemies and those who scoff at his Father's Torah commands? Yeshua is the clear winner of this war that sees his enemies die chest deep in their own blood. During the tribulation, the earth will be depopulated with less than 10% of 7 billion people left alive. How else will every adult male left alive attend Sukkot in Jerusalem, a city that would be filled to overflow with 2.5 million males added to the normal population? The disciples and the apostles were chosen because they had superior knowledge of and obeyed the Torah. Jehovah's Sabbath, his feast day, his commandments were an integral part of the daily life for the followers of Messiah from early childhood. The Bible authors were Hebrew priests writing to other Hebrew priests in Hebrew. You will increase your knowledge of the Bible if you continually remember all of the Bible is about Jehovah's Torah. It will also help to forget forever the dogma and lies of Christianity and Judaism, which twist the words of the Bible. The Apostle Paul, studied under Gamaliel, a famous Pharisee in Judaism. Shaul memorized every word of the first 5 chapters of the Bible known as the Torah. All of Messiah's priests were no doubt devout servants of the Father and his Torah commands. If you love Jehovah, you will obey his commands, just as Yeshua did. The Bible is one book, with a continuous story from Genesis to Revelation. Dividing it into 2 parts is deliberately misleading. Do not count on the man-made religions of Christianity or Judaism to lead you to the kingdom. These religions were set up so believers would bow down to religious leaders instead of the Creator. Both religions are based on the premise man can change the Torah commands of Jehovah the Creator. Jehovah specifically forbids changing or nullifying the commands in the Bible. The whole 70-week ministry of Yeshua the Messiah and all his miracles were to defy man-made religious rules and tell us to obey his Father's Torah commandments. Messiah continuously quoted from the Old Testament and the Torah. Yeshua's last and most important message to us, written down by John on the last page of the Bible, is to obey our Father's Torah commandments. Yeshua, the King of Kings, wants you, as his bride, to rule the universe with him as a priest-king. With such a huge responsibility, there are a number of tests you must pass while on earth to become a ruler in Messiah's kingdom. The first being, can you obey the hundreds of commandments in the Torah? That includes keeping all the appointed times such as Passover and Sukkot. which are living prophecies. One reason the 12 tribes of Israel are his chosen people is that regardless of being misled by the Pharisees, Israel keeps the appointed times with Jehovah, including the weekly Saturday Shabbat, or Sabbath. Most readers do not understand the Bible because of poor translation and the religious dogma that opposes and distorts the true meaning of the word. One of the most dastardly deeds the Church Fathers did when translating the Bible was to replace the words the Torah with the uncapitalized words the law, giving the false impression that it is the civil law instituted by men that we must obey. Today we have Hebrew copies of the Gospels and the book of Revelation, which plainly show that the Messiah was telling us over and over again in the New Testament to obey the Torah, his Father's commandments.
Please donate to Bible Prophecy Truth so we can continue our important work.
Subscribe to our channel, or at least give us a like.